Hello children, welcome back to the class. See, we are dealing with the chapter sexual reproduction in flowering plants. In that, pre-fertilization event and then fertilization event we finished up. We are dealing with the post-fertilization event. Under the post-fertilization event, in the last session, we discussed about development of endosperm. We discussed, okay na? Endosperm is nothing but the nourishing tissue which will nourish us for the developing embryo. Now here we are going to learn about how come actually the embryo is going to be developed. See, the development of mature embryo is known as the embryogeny. What it is known as? Embryogeny. The development of mature embryo. The development of mature embryo is called what? Is called embryogeny. Okay, see here, in the last sessions, in the last class, we discussed about how actually the endosperm is going to be formed. See, this is mature embryo sac. In that, antipodal cells will disappear and after fertilization, isn't it? Here what happens? Egg cell which is formed now, this is what? Zygote, isn't it? And then whatever the central portion, the pen, that is polar endosperm nucleus, which is converted and then it is divided into what now? This portion will be divided into endosperm, okay, which is nourishing tissue. After some amount of endosperm is formed, this zygote will form into what? Will develop into what, children? Embryo. In your NCERT, they gave only a slight information about the embryo development, but I am going to explain you in detail, step by step, cell by cell, how come it is going to be developed. So please be concentration, okay? See here, if this is egg cell, this will be micropyle and then this will be chalazoland, isn't it? Yes. Now see, just imagine, now some amount of endosperm is formed. After some amount of endosperm forms, now the zygote is going to be divided. That development in your NCERT, he gave two kinds, means how come the embryo development is there in these monocots and how it is there in the dicot. Initially, up to certain development of embryo, both are same only, but after some development there is difference, because monocotyledons will be having only one cotyledon and the dicotyledons will be having two cotyledons. Only that difference is there. First we are going to discuss about development of embryo in dicots. Okay, in dicot we are going to explain. See here, I am not going to write each and every point. Whatever the words I am going to use, just make a notes, because I am concentrating on the diagram, children. That's what. Okay. See, development of embryo in capsula. In your NCERT, whatever the diagram is given, no, that mature embryo of dicot, that mature embryo is capsula plant embryo. That's what the development of embryo in capsula. First time it was discovered by Hans Stein. Okay, Hans Stein, a scientist who, what is his name? Hans Stein. Hans Stein discovered the development of embryo in capsula. Okay, capsula is a plant name. Now embryo develops at the micropyle end. Embryo develops at the micropyle end of the what? Embryo sac, where the zygote is situated. Most zygote divides only after certain amount of endosperm is formed. Just now I said only formation of some amount of endosperm formation. After that only the embryo development will start. Okay, now Now what happens, children? See, here I am going to write you about just imagine this is embryo sac, okay na, and in this embryo sac here will be the zygote. Okay, this one I am going to exposure here. Now only one cell, this is the zygote cell, zygote. Okay, the first division of oospore or else zygote is transfer division. There will be transfer division. There will be what? Transfer division. Okay, now when this transfer division will occur, there will be how many cells? 2 cells. Okay, now there will be how many cells? 2 cells. 2 cells are formed. The one cell lies toward micropyle is called suspensor. Now this cell I can call it as what? Suspensor. Okay, suspensor cell. And then one which is, another one is there, no, the cell which lies towards micropyle is called what? Suspensor. One more name is there for this suspensor, that is basal cell also I can say. And then other one which is present towards chalazal end, that one is called embryonal cell. Okay, this is what? Embryonal cell, or else I can call it as apical cell also, terminal cell also, those all things. Okay, now see, zygote is divided transferly, transfer division will be there. Due to transfer division there will be formation of 2 cells. What did I say? The 2 cells name is one which is towards the micropyle. See, this is micropyle and this is chalazal end, don't forget this. Okay, this cell which is towards the micropyle, that is called suspensor cell, or else one more name for that is basal cell. This cell which is towards the chalazal, that is called embryonal cell. Now what happens? This basal cell or suspensor cell and then embryonal cell divide simultaneously. They divide simultaneously. Okay, now this embryonal cell divide by mitotic division. This embryonal cell will divide by what? Mitotic division. This cell will divide by what? Mitotic division. Which division, children? Mitotic division. And then this after mitotic division, to give what? Proembryo, and then globular, and then heart shaped, and then next it will be mature embryo. This embryonal, due to this embryonal cell only we are getting the mature embryo. This is the basic cell. I hope you people are understanding. Now this, what about this suspensor cell? This suspensor cell again it divided by transfer division. Again it divided by what? Transfer division. Okay, again it divided by transfer division, forming 6 to 10 cells. Long filamented like structure will be there. Okay, now this long filamented like structure which is termed as suspensor, it is called as what? Suspensor. See, now I am going to draw only this one. Okay, suspensor, what did I say? By the transfer division in suspensor there will be how many cells? There will be 6 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 to 10 cells there will be formation. Next, this embryonal cell will be divided by mitotic division, and then it is forming globular like structure, children. Okay, na? This will be the globular like structure. Here what happens? This will be globular structure. There will be formation of how many cells? There will be formation of 8 cells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is octant stage. This is what? Octant stage. Now this long structure I can call it as what? Suspensor. Okay, now this is what? Suspensor cells. Now what happens after this development? Here the micropyle cell of suspensor swells up. Okay, this one, see, this is micropyle and this is chalaza, isn't it? This micropyle cell of suspensor, here what happens? It will swells up. Now this swell up cell is called what? Haustorial cell. This is very important cell. Okay, this is haustorial cell. This is called what? Haustorial cell. The last cell of suspensor. This is haustorial. Okay, now 1, 2, 3. This remaining, this only is formed this one. This is formed like this, isn't it? Haustorial. The remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one, the cell last of the suspensor. This is suspensor, no? The last cell of this suspensor toward the embryonal cell is called hypophysis. What it is called? It is called sorry, see, this cell which is towards the chalaza or else towards the embryonal cell, that is called what? Hypophysis. What it is called? Hypophysis. Okay, now the last cell of the suspensor towards the embryonal cell, that is called what? Hypophysis. The first cell of the suspensor which is towards the micropyle is called what? Haustorial cell. Now the embryo cell divide twice vertically. The embryo cell divide twice vertically. It will divide what? Twice vertically and then once transferally. See, if I say this embryonal cell is there, I will take here this only one embryonal cell. It will divide twice vertically. How many times? 1, 2. Twice vertically means there will be formation of 1, 2, 3, 4 cells. Okay. Then next how many times? Once transferally. Once transferally means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cell formation will be there. That's what it is called, octant stage. Octant stage it will be called. Wait a minute. Okay. See, this octant. I hope you people understood. Okay. One cell is there. No, one cell irodu octant stage yav tara aitu anta helta idini. When the embryonal cell will first, it will divide how many times? Twice vertically. Twice vertically. Then next and once what? Once transferally. Okay. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸೆಲ್ಲು 2 ಸರಿ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ 4 ಸೆಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ. ದೆನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ಲಿ. 4 ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆದರೆ 8 ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈಟೋಟಿಕ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ನೌ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅ 2 ಟೈರ್ 8 ಸೆಲ್ಡ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ. 2 ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 1 ಟೈರ್ and then this is 2 ಟೈರ್. Okay, here what happens? There will be formation of 2 ಟೈರ್ celled stage, that is called octant stage. ಇದನ್ನ octant stage ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Now what happens? This octant stage embryo undergoes periclinal division producing protoderm, procambium and then ground meristem. Protoderm, procambium and then what children? Ground meristem. This only will divide what? It will be divided by the 2 tires. The 2 tires will be divided by what children? It is periclinal division will be there. Due to this periclinal division, what happens? There will be formation of such kind of structure. The periclinal division andre idrallellalu periclinal division agutte. Due to the most of the division, it will be form a globular stage. This is, now it is called globular stage. Okay. Now this is protoderm. Proto means what? Always outside. This is what called, children, protoderm. After this formation of protoderm, there will be procambium. Then inner cells which are periclinally, these all will divide periclinally, no? Those, some of the cells will give procambium, some of the cells will give what? Ground tissue, like this. Okay. This will be ground tissue. Ground tissue means what? Again, you should go for first year morphology, and then in anatomy also you are going to learn about ground tissue, those all things. Okay. And then now procambium will be formed, and then ground meristem is also formed here. This is procambium cells. Why I am going to discuss all those things? See children, this procambium, only after division, this procambium will responsible for the formation of xylem and then phloem. This protoderm is responsible for the epidermis formation. This ground tissue is responsible for the whatever the pith, cortex, those all things are there, that one. Because this embryo later on it is going to form a new plant, no? That's what. Okay, these all are the main basic cells. Now what happens, this structure is called what? Globular stage. Octant stage is over, globular stage is over. Now what happens, due to the curving of ovule, this what happens, will turn into heart shape. Okay, will turn into what? Heart shape. Here in capsula, what happens, the elongating cotyledons curve due to curving of the ovule. Ovule curve ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ cotyledonsನು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ, curve ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? Initially globular stage, but later on it will become what? Heart shape. Heart shape ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, this will convert into what, children? Heart shape. This is about the suspensor. Okay, these two cells whatever I gave, no, these are the radicals. Okay, radical, later on it is giving you what? Root. Okay, now next here what happens, the both cotyledons are present at lateral portion of the embryonal axis and plumule is formed in the terminal portion. Now what happens, this is the suspensor. Okay, and this is the suspensor cells. Now the cotyledon will be formed like this. Okay, this is what actually the cotyledon. Okay, now this is what? Suspensor. These are the two cotyledons, and then here is plumule. Plumule in future it is going to form a what? It is going to form, it is going to form what? Yes, a shoot system, and then here there will be, this is radical. Okay, radical, which is after development it is going to form a root, children, and then there will be root cap also. This is what? Root cap. Okay, when this seed is exposed to the soil, this embryo is going to give you the dicotyledonous plant. Okay, now this is what actually development of embryo in dicot. I hope you people are understanding. Only by a single cell of the zygote, which is 2n, okay, na, that will divide transferally to form a two cells. First one is which is towards the chalaza, which is called embryonal cell, which is towards micropyle, which is called suspensor cell. Then it is going to divide like this, and then octant stage, globular stage, heart shape, and then finally there will be mature cell. This is mature cell, and then this structure may ask for 3 marks in your examination. This is very neatly there in your NCERT, so please copy from NCERT. For your explanation point of view, just I roughly draw it here, but in your NCERT he is given very nicely. That diagram may ask for 3 marks. Now let us understand the development of embryo in monocot. There is nothing different, children, only up to globular stage it is same only. The development of embryo up to globular stage it is same only in monocot also, but here after globular stage it will be different. The early stage of embryo in monocot it is same as it is in the dicot, but later on what happens, up to globular stage it is same, later on it will be somewhat differs, because in monocot there will be only one cotyledon. Here for your NCERT they gave grass embryo, children. In grass family, cotyledon is called scutellum. Okay, na? Cotyledon is called what? Scutellum. Where in the grass family, cotyledon is called what? Scutellum. This you people already learnt in first year, so I don't want to explain you that much deeper. What will be the shape of this cotyledon? It will be shield shaped. Okay, na? It will be what? Shield shaped. Okay, if I draw the diagram of the cotyledon, somewhat it will be like this. This will be the structure of what, children? Monocotyledonous cotyledon. Here what happens? There will be shield shaped structure. This shield shaped structure itself is called what? Scutellum. Okay, which is situated toward the lateral side of the embryonal axis, and its lower end, which is embryonal axis, has the radicle. This is radicle. Okay, this is what, children? This is radicle, and this is root cap. This is root cap. This is the radicle. Radicle. Okay, now what happens? This root cap encloses in a undifferentiated sheath. Undifferentiated sheath will be there. That undifferentiated sheath is called what? Coleorhiza. Okay, in first year only you people learnt about coleorhiza and then coleoptile, isn't it? Those two are the sheaths which encloses plumule and then radicle. The portion of embryonal axis above the level of attachment of scutellum is called what? Epicotyledon. This is epicotyledon. This is what? Epicotyledon. And then this is what? Shoot apex, or else you can call it as plumule also. And then the shield, this is coleoptile. Okay, coleorhiza and then coleoptile are just protective layer. Coleorhiza which protects root, and then coleoptile which protects the shoot. Okay, portion of embryonal axis above the level which is called what? Epicotyl. Epicotyl has the shoot apex and few leaf primordias enclosing the. These are the few leaf primordias which later on they are going to give you what? The leaves. These are nothing but the monocotyledonous embryonal development, because everything is same, only after this heart, only up to the globular stage everything will be same. What did I explain? That will be same only. Later on it will just changes. Now let us talk what actually the changes will be there after post fertilization. Whatever the part are going to be changed into what part? Okay, post fertilization changes. This is extra stroke I am giving, children. So here what happens, ovary will be formed into what, fruit. Next, ovule will form into what, seed. Next, ovary wall will form into pericarp. Pericarp means nothing but the fruit wall, or else I can write here fruit wall. And then integuments will form into what, seed coat. The seeds will be having some coats, no, that one. Outer integument and then inner integument. Outer integument will form outer seed coat, that is called testa. This is outer seed coat. And then sixth one, inner integument. There will be two integuments, no? Yes. Inner integument will form tegmen, which is inner seed coat. Okay, I hope you people are understanding. Now what about the nucellus? Nucellus is what, mass of cell, isn't it? Nucellus will degenerate. Okay, na? Usually nucellus will what, degenerate. And then synergids and then antipodols also will degenerate. Synergids and antipodols, what, synergids and antipodal cells will also degenerate, children. And then hilum of the ovary, hilum of ovule will form hilum of seed. Next I am going to talk about seed only. In that structure of seed you people are going to learn everything, don't worry about that. Next, this is 9, sorry, this is 10. Now what happens, funicle of ovule, funicle, okay, funicle of ovule will convert into stalk of the seed. Stalk of what, seed. Stalk of seeds comes from what, funicle. And then micropyle of ovule will form into micropyle of seed. Okay, there will be small hole if you see any of the seed. The next, chalaza of ovule will be give you chalaza of the seed only. Okay, these are what actually the post fertilization changes, and for your MCQ point of view this is very necessary thing. And now let me give you some ploidy level. Okay, ploidy in different parts of the plant. Ploidy means whether it is N or 2N, those things, because it is also very important for your MCQ point of view. Ploidy level in different parts of plant. Okay, now I am going to divide in two forms. In sporophyte we are going to talk about, and then in gametophyte. In sporophyte and in gametophyte. In sporophyte, first I would like to tell you about the zygote. Zygote ploidy will be 2N. Okay, now next, whatever the thing I am going to tell you, you should only say the ploidy, because already you people know about that. Embryo, what will be the ploidy of embryo, you should only say in the comment box. The next, radicle. Next, fourth one, plumule. Fifth one, cotyledon. Sixth one, nucellus. Seventh one, microspore mother cell. Eighth one, ovary wall. ovary wall. Next, 9th one, stamen. 10th one, sepal, and then petal. These all things ploidy you should say. And then gametophyte. In the gametophyte, first thing we are going to learn about microspores. Microspore or else pollen grain also I can say. Pollen grain. Microspore or else pollen grain. What will be the ploidy? Ploidy will be N. And then next you should tell me about second one, tube cell. Okay, tube cell and then generative cell. Tube cell and then generative cell. About this just tell me about the ploidy. And then third one is male gamete. And then fourth one is embryo sac. What will be the ploidy of embryo sac? Embryo sac means every cell you should say. Again under that I can say about synergids. 6. And next about antipodals. And then 7th one about egg cell. And then 8th one about polar nuclei. Okay, with the explanation of ploidy, you should mention the ploidies of these all cells, childrens. Okay, I hope you people understood about this. In the next class I am going to start you about the seed formation, how actually the seeds are going to be formed. Thank you.